to the show. Welcome to the show. Hey, welcome to the show. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Cinematic Analysis. And of course, we still do not have a fucking punchline for this.
Yes, we do.
We do?
It's let the shit show begin.
Oh yeah, let the shit show begin. Man, that fucking quote
really says it all.
Sense. Anyways, shut the fuck up. Today we are reviewing the 2009 version of My Bloody Valentine, and I don't know why I just said it in that accent, but fuck it. So, bullet for my bloody Valentine.
We're already getting to a shit show here, folks.
Oh boy. When we say that, why do we have to sound southern?
My bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
My blood, voted for my bloody Valentine.
My bloody Valentine.
All right, we are getting nowhere. Let's go ahead.
We're going everywhere.
Yeah, who are we?
What in the world?
That's a question for my
Oh God. On Jesus.
What's up, TikTok? Hey.
What up, people? What up?
So, yeah, everyone's here. Introduce yourselves. Fucking hell. Josh, you started off.
All right. Wait,
All right.
what is up? I am the assassin, of course. I don't know what transpired, but I'm happy to be back here on the Cinematic Analysis podcast. It's been a while, and we are going into a horror, I guess you could say, romance film. Mainly horror, because people die. But
spoil it, Josh.
Damn you.
But well, isn't that the main? But to quote Bruce Willis, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Let's get this shit started."
It was Bruce Willis.
It has nothing to do with Bruce Willis.
What?
That was the point.
Jaden's just like, what the fuck?
It's like,
All right, it's fucking late, and
outta here.
I'm losing brain cells like Maddie does. Jesus Christ.
She's not the only one. She ain't
All
the
right.
only one.
Be here.
All right.
Holy shit.
Jaden, please bring some normality to this.
Well, my name is Jaden, and I'm back. I'm happy to be back doing cinematic analysis.
Maddie is laughing.
Surprisingly.
What just happened?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
We'll ask her when we get to her. But first, we're going to talk to the perfect attendance, Jason Bailey.
Yes,
He's
hi.
on mute.
The other Jason.
Well, hello. We've been on vacation from this podcast.
Yeah.
Because,
In
all seriousness, we kept delaying this episode so many times. We're finally getting this done.
Yep.
Hi, AJ.
What?
I'm just gonna give a random shout out to AJ.
Hi, AJ.
AJ,
Hi,
why are you
AJ.
scared of this film? Don't so bad.
Hi, we're sorry for your fear of blood. All right. So,
But yeah, we're finally doing this, and we're gonna be back doing this full time. After we pretty much took a break from this.
yeah, this is our 5th episode, by the way. Wait,
Sixth episode.
6th?
Yes.
666? Okay.
Yeah. It's episode 666.
All right. Well, funny enough, I'm currently making the post about us filming the episode, and I was low-key wanting to put Bloody Valentine by MGK as the song.
No!
I'll use My Bloody Valentine by Good Charlotte. So, all right. Oh, my love. All right. But anyway, finally, last but not least, they are the best host of this podcast. They helped create this podcast with me, and they got all our friends together, and they are the reason why this episode is happening. And they are also not the reason that this podcast got delayed for a fucking month. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up from my friend and yours, my friend Maddie.
What? No fucking claps? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No claps. What's up, buddy?
Cheers.
Jason. Yeah.
They deserve respect.
Can I also just say why I was laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Okay. So you know what I just noticed?
What?
We have Julian. Okay. Then we have Josh.
Huh?
And then we have Jaden. And then we have Jason.
4 J's and an M.
4 Jason and M.
That sounds like
MJ.
really bad candy.
I feel special.
Oh, yeah. That's-
Yes,
That sounds like
The
MJ.
weird.
name starts with the letter J.
But anyways, yeah, I am very excited to be back. I'm crying right now. Fuck.
Because you're laughing too much.
I'm not gonna
Yes.
say it. I was gonna say it.
I'm very excited to be back. I have very extensive notes because we have delayed this 3 times, and I've watched it many more times since it's been delayed. We will hopefully not have to delay anymore next month. And we also couldn't find many movies on streaming services for this month, so this is why this is the only movie we're actually doing this month. I wish it were the original, but what can you do? I also want to point out, if you're watching this episode and you have not seen the original, spoilers are ahead. And
Yes.
you have been fucking warned.
You have been warned.
So, without
been
further
warned.
ado, Julian will read off the plot, and then I will get into notes and everything, and then we'll raise our hands and we'll say things we want to add. So,
Hey. Oh. Hey.
but Julian, take it away.
Oh yeah. I'm Julian. Hi. Nice to meet you.
No,
Um,
I don't know I don't know who's above me for you, Julian.
No one's above you for me.
Okay, who's this?
Josh.
Gosh,
What? Down here. What?
it just
Josh is on the bottom.
he
I'm
did the
not
thing
up
that the
there.
guy does on TikTok. What?
What?
Okay, anyways, Julian, read the
All
plot.
right. What's up, TikTok? Let's see. So, My Bloody Valentine, the 2009 version.
No. My Bloody Valentine.
Fucking. God damn
You
it.
gotta
All right.
say it like it at least once.
All right, fine. So, My Bloody Valentine, 2009.
Julian.
Continue.
All right. So, 10 years ago, an inexperienced coal miner named Tom Hanger caused an accident that killed 5 men and put a 6th, Harry Warden, in a coma. A year later, on Valentine's Day, Harry woke up and murdered 22 people with the pickaxe before dying. Now, Tom has returned home,
My
still
God.
about the past, and something else.
Oh, brother, this guy
Oh,
stinks.
brother, why are you saying it in my goddamn
You,
accent?
Jaden!
This isn't
Fuck
country
you!
shit. The fuck?
Why are you speaking in that accent?
Because I can, Maddie told me to.
I meant to just say My Bloody Valentine. And then read it normal after that. You just went with it.
We are so unprofessional here.
We
Yeah.
are
That's
sorry about
fine.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll read it normally.
Gosh, what are you eating?
Now, Tom has returned home.
What are you eating?
that, bruh.
And something else is back in harmony. A pickaxe wielding killer in a miner's mask, who may be the ghost of Harry, to be claimed to. I cannot fucking read.
I am
You
gonna use
sound-
go to the
You
bathroom.
sound like an old man telling his grandkids a story. Campfire.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Wait,
Well, that was my.
Josh,
All right.
what are you eating?
10 years ago, an inexperienced coal miner named Tom Hanger,
Vinegar.
Hannah. Fuck this. I don't know how to say his fucking name.
It's hard.
Say it so many times and take
Give the
your
man
pick.
respect.
Hanger?
Tom caused an
Land.
accident that killed 5 men.
Hi,
Just
Tom.
read.
Okay. 10 years ago, an inexperienced coal miner named Tom caused an accident that killed 5 men and put a 6th, Harry Warden, into a coma. A year later, on Valentine's Day, Harry woke up and murdered 22 people with a fucking pickaxe before dying. Now, Tom has returned home, still haunted by the past, and something else is back in harmony. A pickaxe-wielding killer in a miner's mask who may be the ghost of Harry, come to claim Tom and his friends.
That's my favorite My Chem song.
All right, we finally got somewhere.
And then he's gonna come back and abuse his chair.
I think
He's
he's gonna dive into the chair.
Oh, okay.
No, you're killing it. You guys.
Whoa.
No. Okay,
That
are we
that
ready?
actually hurt.
Can I read?
That fucking read, please.
Let's do it. All right.
I'm
Okay.
losing everything. That hurt my head.
So we start out in the first scene of the film.
Obviously.
No fucking shit.
The movie film.
I'm
Yes.
gonna be comparing this to the original a lot. Obviously, that's gonna be a given. Get over it. So immediately it's kind of already like a different type of vibe from the original film. I guess we're gonna sit like this.
All right, I'll sit down normally.
All right.
That's it.
So, we see a hospital and whatnot, and, then we see the classic gas mask. And then we see just absolute brutality of death.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the hospital. And then this man gets out of his police car and he walks into the hospital. And the first thing you notice about this man is he is the one and only Tom Atkins. Halloween 3, motherfucker. Anyways. And then it continues to go on in the hospital, and they believe it's Harry Warden, that he woke up from a coma and escaped. He got out. And then we cut to a scene where at the mines and there's a party. And then we see Jensen Ackles himself. Anyone who knows me knows I love Jensen Ackles.
Mhm.
And if you don't know who Jensen Ackles is, he's most known for playing Dean Winchester in Supernatural. And personally, I think this was a great opportunity for him to kind of show that he could do more than just Supernatural and Dean Winchester. Yes, he's done films before Supernatural, but this was literally during Supernatural, and I think it was a great opportunity for him to show
Great
what
show.
he can do. What?
Great show as well.
I haven't finished it.
I
I
finished
will
it
when I
before.
get Netflix again. But yeah.
Moving on.
Another thing you kind of notice, and if anybody else notices, feel free to chime in.
I have a note.
Yes.
I remember a scene where it was like a bunch of bodies everywhere. Like,
That's the hospital. Yeah.
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 I remember the
like
scene
you can keep
where-
going.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. But
Josh
if
has a point to
anybody-
make.
Josh.
Oh, Josh, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember when I was watching it before we started this, and I remember the first scene where the dude is just like laying and he's having like a vision, and he's like in a coma, and I'm like,
For sure.
damn. I'm like, what do you? I'm like, you're visioning something sick and twisted, and then all of a sudden, it gets to like the second part where it shows like who's in the movie and everything, and then it shows like them
Right.
outside and teenagers being teenagers.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just letting you know. Don't go too far.
Pausing there.
Okay.
Yes. America.
But yeah, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, and this kind of goes throughout the entire movie. This movie is meant for 3D. Now, it's
Right.
kind of difficult for those types of movies, because when you're not watching it in 3D, it looks very, very weird.
It does.
And the
Mhm.
cinematics are not great. And you kind of notice that scenes where reshot or, you know, stuff like that. And I think that really falls for this movie. But yeah, they go in to the mine and they're partying.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you see a guy in, you know, classic gas mask with the pickaxe, and obviously we know it's Harry.
Harry Tesson.
And when he wears this guy puts the gas mask on as a prank. And all of a sudden he pulls it off and he starts laughing, whatever, and then all of a sudden it's just bam, pickaxe right to the eye.
Yep.
Wow.
He gets stabbed in the eye.
Yeah. And all I could think was, oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
That's it, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead.
Yeah.
And then so there's 4 characters that we meet. And it's Tom, Sarah, Irene,
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
and Axel. And Axel's just kind of a dick. Like he just
Tom, Dick.
Oh my god. He just is. He's a massive dick to Tom and all of that. But he sees Sarah running, trying to get away from the killer, and he pulls her to where him and Irene are, covers her mouth, and all of a sudden, you see this guy, like, running, and he stops, and he thinks it's his friend Jason. And I'm like,
hi.
This isn't Friday the 13th. I think you're in the wrong movie.
Not the Mobcast either.
Yeah. But then, you know, that person dies, and then...
As they do.
Yes, naturally. And then Sarah grabs a shovel. And then another girl comes running. And what does he do? He smashes her head in half with the shovel. Literally, I don't even want to say decapitates, because it is, but it was just like from here down. It's gone.
Yeah. I guess that's what happened when he's half. Okay. I'll shut up.
Again, with the 3D effects, it really make or breaks a film.
Yeah.
I will say that with any movie. But I'll definitely get into that towards the end. So I'm gonna stop there. It's still the first scene, but it cuts to a different part of the scene. So if anyone wants to add anything, feel free.
I'll add something.
Oh god.
The 3D effects were just so fucking bad. This is why I love the original. I have seen the original before. It's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This, again, is trying to modernize a cult classic, and it just failed on almost all parts, which we'll get to. Well, most parts, but yeah, we'll get to that as we go on. But yeah, I just really think the 3D effects really ruin it. And also, fun fact: Scotland's national animal is a unicorn.
What?
Just random facts of the day. Yes.
All right.
Random facts of the day. The 3D effects did not work.
Yeah, I agree with Jason on that.
I think the original is better.
Well, you haven't gone through the rest of the
You
movie.
could have just called it My Bloody Valentine and left the 3D out.
You just don't do the 3D, but yeah, the scenes was okay.
It
was good.
The kills were.
When it comes to like 3D movies, there should be like a regular version and then a 3D version,
Right.
so where you can pick between the two. Because
Right.
it is harder to watch it, just because like the cinematography has to be a certain way in order for the effects of the 3D to work. And it really just make or breaks it. Like, we'll take Saw 3D, for example. It's not that great of a film.
You need 3D glasses too.
But as far as, like, the cinematography, it is different than this film, and it still works.
Right.
Oh, Julian, what just happened?
Nothing.
I know that face.
Nothing. Okay.
No, that's not nothing.
I just found another fun fact.
Son of a bitch. It's all right.
I don't want to say.
So no one has
Well,
anything
you just
to
need
add,
3D glasses to
continue.
actually watch the film.
Yeah. Or just don't.
If you go to a movie theater, they'll give you that.
Or I have a better idea. Just don't.
Or just don't go.
God. Okay. So I'm gonna continue. So now it is 10 years later, and Axel is now the sheriff. And Sarah and Axel ended up getting married.
Axel Rose, hey. Okay, I got it. I'm just
Anyways, so they're in a diner, and you see, as soon as they pull into the diner, obviously with the camera, you see a woman with a milkshake. You don't know who the woman is, but she seems very suspicious.
Milkshake, yeah.
And then,
the yard.
I don't know what you said, but I'm gonna ignore it. Anyways.
Fuck you.
So
it brings all the boys to the yard.
Fuck off.
Julian.
So the woman and Axel kind of have an exchanged look. And to me, immediately, I'm like, they're doing it. They're having an affair. He's sleeping with her. It's not good. And I just immediately did not like Axel from that given moment. And then, we cut to Tom is back, and we find out his father died, and he is trying to sell the mine, which a lot of people are not happy about. And the part that really stuck out to me was when Ben said that won't sit well with this town, and I was thinking, well, clearly no one fucking liked him anyways.
Yeah.
Because, think back to the party and how Axel treated him. Nobody fucking liked him. What was the point then? What was he supposed to do?
Literally.
And then, yeah, so I'm going to stop there. Again, anyone wants to add anything, feel free.
Yeah. This is... Oh, sorry. Someone
Julian,
else?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's just... Why is everybody that's named Axel such a fucking asshole?
Right?
It's just there's no good Axel out there. If there's a good Axel out there, you're not. You just
please let me know.
Stop lying to
Yeah.
yourself. And it's just,
True.
it's oh my god! It's just the fact that this motherfucker's the sheriff makes it even freaking worse. And it's just so much to really take in. It's just why? This is 10 years later. 10 years later. Why?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened between the course of those 10 years for this motherfucker to be sheriff? And the last thing I really want to say is Mountain Dew was originally made with a mixture of moonshine and whiskey.
I think that was
another random fact.
Yep. Indeed. Random.
Thank you.
Random. Jaden, were you gonna say something before Julian?
Nope. You can go.
Oh, okay. Anyone else have anything to add about the movie?
Damn it.
There is a kill I want to talk about, but I don't know if you're gonna mention it though yet.
Oh, I'm about to mention it. We're getting there.
Yeah, there
Josh,
are
were you gonna say something?
A certain kill that happens.
Yeah.
There are more fake flamingos than there are real flamingos.
I swear to God. Josh.
We'll let Josh speak. Go right ahead.
I was saying I had something for the second part. So I remember, it's the opening scene in the second part where they're outside, romance, so cute. Aww. But, and then I remember seeing them going through this into this room, and then all the dead bodies are just laying there, and then you see this freaking guy in a gas mask as a freaking serial killer, and I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna fuck. And just by looking at him myself on the TV, I'm like, oh shit, you're fucked now. And just
chaotic.
They didn't even have a chance to even run for a few minutes. They literally were dead and whoop. Well, I killed one. I'm on to the next.
Yeah, it gets chaotic. Here.
Just the guy who was in the gas mask, just his overall acting skills as a horror character were awesome in that scene.
Yeah,
they were really good in that scene. But just again, the 3D effects just.
Yeah.
That's what made the movie crash and burn.
Oh,
that wasn't meant to be a pun. That wasn't meant to be a pun. I'm just saying that's honestly what it is. It just made it fail, in my opinion.
That's actually true.
Which I'll get to at the end.
Are we ready to go on?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Many oranges off the
moon. We see Tom going to a motel, and
Bates Motel.
Oh yeah, can I talk about this part?
We're not there yet. I gotta
The
get
Bates
to
Motel.
it. I've gotta describe it so we can.
What is it, Psycho now? The Bates Motel.
Oh my god. Anyways, so we get to the motel, and Tom checks in, and he's walking past a room, and there's people having sex, as they do.
Yes.
Is
that
he looks in the room.
Hi, Evan.
Hi, Evan.
What does it have to? I don't want to know. Anyways,
In the library today, I said I know from experience.
Wait, Maddie, was that the scene with the blonde chick?
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So he looks in the room and he sees that it's Irene, and he keeps walking. He goes to his room.
Oh,
Everything's
God.
fine. But
oh boy,
there's something that does come up again, and it is a bottle of pills. We don't know what the pills are. We don't know what they do. We don't know anything about it, but it does come up multiple times in this movie. So I want to point that out before we do continue.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And then we get back to the room. They're having sex, doing the thing.
Yes.
But the one thing that caught my eye before it cuts to them is the tub. And I just thought, well, that doesn't seem very practical now, does it? It's in the shape of a heart. And as I said, the Irene from the beginning of the film is back. They finish, and then the guy, Frank, gets up, gets dressed, and she finds out he was filming the whole time. So she gets pissed and walks out with a gun. And it's just like, even before they walk out, they're gonna die. It's just like classic horror movie vibe. And you just know that they're gonna die. And she
Feels like the best kill.
Yeah, I know. Like, she grabs the gun, she threatens him, and he goes, "It's not even loaded." What does she do? She just throws the gun at his head. She doesn't try to prove that it is loaded. She just chucks the damn thing at his head. And then he opens the door, and we see Harry take his pickaxe and just shove it right in the middle of his skull. And it was fucking funny to me, at least. Because that bitch had it coming.
Just like that sex scene. Okay, move on.
Someone's listening to Shine Down today.
I had something to say about that scene.
Yeah. If it's about a certain part. Wait, because I'm not there yet.
Wait. So, when I saw that blonde freaking bitch or whatever she was, whatever, like fucking her title was. I guess maybe her title was Ho Hooker. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever her title was, I was just about. When I was about, I'm like, she's the most annoying fucking bitch in this fucking film. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, we know you want to get laid. We know you want this, that, and the other thing. Blah blah blah. Not gonna happen.
It kind of already did happen.
And the guy, the bald dude, who literally got himself fucking killed. Literally.
The best kill.
Literally, who walks into a fucking death trap, was like, he made the smart decision because he knew she was a freaking snuck up bitch ass hoe. Period.
Oh
my.
Damn, Josh.
Weesh.
The fuck did she ever do to you?
Man, she was annoying. All she wanted was him to do something. To do this.
Whoa.
That's all she wanted was sex.
Okay.
All she wanted.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, as that's just oh man, that I feel uncomfortable. Jeez.
So I know.
Wow.
Sorry, everyone.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep going.
Yes.
So then, she obviously sees him get killed. She starts running, and she runs into the lobby, and she tries to grab the phone, but doesn't actually grab it. Like, she literally had time to fucking grab the phone and run. It wasn't, like, wired. It was a wireless fucking phone. She could have literally grabbed it and ran away.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She literally didn't. It was a fucking idiot. And then, so she goes into the room of the owner of the motel, and the owner of the motel does get killed. She's looking for her dog. She gets killed. That death was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
She really said, okay, boink, throws her ass in the ceiling.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. And mind you, Irene is under the bed.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to know.
she's under the bed the whole time. And then he finds her under the bed, and she pulls up like the frame.
Yeah. She pulls up the.
And then
the thing.
she just goes, "What do you want?" Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking cookies and milk. No, he wants to kill you, you
So
dumbass.
fucking stupid.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you know he's gonna do something to you. He
He's
doesn't
got a
care.
pickaxe.
He's gonna literally...
That
Yeah.
was like the one thing that just
Boom.
pissed me off the most. Like, why?
What's
So-
up with that?
That concludes the first scene. So if anyone wants to add anything, now is definitely the time.
God, brutal. Like, it was brutal.
Yep.
Like, it just, man, like, how fucking stupid was this bitch? Like, why?
Very apparently.
What do you want? What do you fucking think he wants?
You
Like,
dead. Jaden, I knew you wanted to say something about that kill, so.
The way this happened, like he was just walking into his truck after they fucked and all that. And she threw the gun, and he just
After they
opened
did
his car door. And he just got stabbed in the head. Like that was like the best kill.
Susan
Yikes.
Wojcicki watching this like,
That was such a brutal kill. Wow. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
So
Like,
what
it
now?
Literally.
Did
And
you guys
then-
not hear what Maddie just said?
was such a brutal one.
Maddie, repeat yourself for those that did not hear.
Susan Wojcicki watching this like, what did he say?
What did he say? What did he say?
Hello, CEO of
What did he
YouTube.
say? All right.
Wait, that kill
I
was
had something
chaotic.
to say about
For the
this,
first scene,
so
I will continue
I enjoyed
on
that.
with the second.
Wait, Josh, you had something to say?
yeah.
Of course he does.
That scene literally made me laugh when she pulled up like the spring of like the mattress or whatever it was she was guarding herself with. Like
Yeah, she
That's not
she-
gonna
she-
hold you back. You're still gonna die no matter what. I was like, this bitch is just rattling her mouth, saying, what do you want? This, that, and the other thing. So she can protect herself. And God, this blonde chick, she didn't do nothing to me. She was just annoying. Okay? But she thought she literally was the ultimate survivor. Like, literally survived
The
everything.
final girl.
Like, yeah, like, you knew when he came in that house, you knew the lady with the glasses, she was gonna die because he don't stop.
That poor woman.
that poor woman.
She
Exactly.
didn't do nothing.
And
She
then
was
you
looking for her
hiding under
dog.
the bed, and you hiding under the bed with no clothes on is not gonna solve the problem. He's still gonna find your ass anyway.
Josh is just fucking ranting.
It's the assassin rants.
Yes.
All right.
And then, but I liked
Okay.
how, how it was like, it was that ultimate twist. Like, you knew he was gonna kill her, but like, why was she even yelling in the first place? Like, you know you're gonna die, and you know he's not gonna die on his own. He's gonna kill you too. He's done with his wrath.
Mm.
And then yet 5 minutes later, Nice.
Julian, put your feet away. That's Patreon content only.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, Julian.
Patreon. Whoa now.
Hey, TikTok.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
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 TikTok. What's up?
All right, I'm gonna move on to the second part of the film. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's fucking do it. All right.
Let's fucking do it.
Fuck off. I can't believe
That's
you've done
not, that's
this.
not what I meant.
Okay, so
Fucking
we're back
forward.
at the motel. There's a bunch of police officers there, and we see that Axel finds his ex dead. They go through, security footage. They also go through the booklet that says like the check-ins and everything, and he sees that Tom was there. And then it cuts to the grocery store, and we see Sarah, and then we see Tom out of nowhere. So they finally reunite. And it's kind of obvious with the way that they're talking that Tom literally ghosted everyone. Like, he just fucking left.
Yep.
No one knew where he was. No one knew if he was alive. No one knew anything. And he finds out that Sarah is Axel, and they have a son together. And you could tell just by them talking, and even when what happened?
What?
Julian just made a face and shook his head. See, he's doing it again. What happened?
Everything okay?
It's all good. Just keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But you could tell even when she sees him for the first time, and I can still see you. Anyways,
What?
you could still shaking his head, and I know it.
You know it.
You could just tell that they both still have feelings for each other. Just by the way that they were talking and their body language and everything like that. And then it cuts to Sarah being at home, and she pulls out a box from her dresser, and she opens the box, and the first thing you see her pull out is that photo of her and Tom from the beginning at the mines at the party. And again, that kind of still confirms that she still loves him, no matter what. Julian, what the hell happened to your camera?
Oh, screen block. Oh, sorry, this is the camera blocker thing I got for my.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have it too.
Yeah,
They're
you can
watching
obviously
us.
just tell that they are still in love with each other, and that feeling never went away. I'm trying to think of what happened after that. Okay, so I think this was right after that.
Jaden's like, fuck this.
Julian's probably gonna kill me, but this is the first thing that came to my mind when I watched this film for the first time ever.
All right, tell me.
When they're at the police station, and he gets a box shaped like a heart, and comes in, and he already knows, and
Don't do it.
the sheriff gets the box, and he notices there's blood on it, and he opens the box, and all I could think was, man, someone took a Nirvana song way too literally.
I fucking knew that was coming.
It was a heart in a box.
Oh, and he's out.
It was literally a heart in a heart-shaped box.
In a heart-shaped box.
Fuck.
A heart in a heart-shaped box.
Yeah.
And
That must be
then,
another. They must be living in another life.
oh, okay. Fuck off. I
Hey,
don't need to cry
heart-shaped
right
box is
now.
in the lyrics.
I don't need to cry. Okay.
We'll let you
No.
know.
No, you're banned. Anyways.
You can't ban me. I'm recording.
Are banned.
Um,
Still
um,
here.
So Tom goes to the bar, and he starts freaking out because everyone is like kind of going after him. And all I could think was, he is bringing the Dean Winchester out in this movie, and it works well for him. But at this point in time, the show had been on for about 4 years, so he'd been playing the character for 4 years. And then Sarah goes downstairs or whatever to Axel. He's in his office and he's watching the videotape from the motel. And he's kind of throwing shade at her and is like,
and all of a
I
sudden,
think the love of your life might be involved. And she's like, he's not the love of my life. And I'm just like, Sarah, you ain't fooling no one with that shit. And he pulls out the photo and says that this was on your dresser, Julian.
this is in a motel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when does Norman Bates come in?
I fucking hate you.
When does the mother
Fuck
come in
you.
and kill someone in the
Anyways, continuing on.
set? Hey,
So then cuts to the next scene, and Tom shows up to see Sarah again, and then they start talking, having a heart-to-heart moment. But the cinematography really just ruins that moment.
it does.
Like I don't really know how to explain it, but like that type of cinematography feels like
Messy.
like a video game mixed with real life, and it
Yeah.
just does not work.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Kind of ruined the moment. So then Tom goes down to the mine, and he gets locked in a cage. He goes down with a guy named Red, and immediately you just know he's next. You know he's gonna die. You don't know how he's gonna die, but you just have a feeling he's gonna die.
I have a good feeling.
So he gets hit in the arm with the pickaxe. Like it literally goes right through his arm. But he fights back. He's not taking shit. He's fighting back. Did anyone watch Halloween Kills?
Yes.
I saw it,
I
yeah.
did.
Everyone here saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I'm about to say something, and I don't know if anybody else thought this.
Spoilers for some people.
Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen it. So he's fighting back, and all of a sudden, I can't remember exactly what the move was, but the pickaxe ends up going back to Red, and then he dies. And that scene kind of reminds me of when they're at the park, and most of them are in the car, and Michael kicks the door, and the lady has the gun, and she accidentally shoots herself in the face. That's what that scene reminded me of.
Accurate.
So I don't know if Halloween Kills was having a callback to that, but I do want to say this. I will be comparing that film to this one because both are actually very similar, and I will explain why later on. Yeah, I'll stop there for right now if anyone wants to add anything before I continue on.
I mean, there's not really much to say.
The scene was good.
Okay.
The cinematography sucked. So.
How about Jaden and Josh?
What?
Do you guys have anything you want to add to what I've been saying?
Nah, I'm good.
He wasn't even listening.
I'm straight. I'm good.
All right. So
Josh, are
then
you listening?
we see
Yes.
that Tom decides not to sell the mine, and obviously you know it's because of Sarah. You obviously know it's because of Sarah. He still has feelings for her and all of that shit.
I don't know what happens next.
And then Axel shows up. And he is acting all big, high, and fucking macho and showing his fucking ego, which is not a good look for him or any.
Well, he was never a good look for him.
Yeah, for anyone. So then we find out through Axel who really killed Harry, and that his death was a cover-up. So the sheriff at the time, Sheriff Burke, Ben, I believe Axel's father was one of them as well, but I don't fully remember. They killed him and they covered it up. They buried him alive. Supposedly, I should say. So they don't know who it is, and then they're like, okay, well, we can figure this out. Let's just go to where we buried the body. If the body is there, then it's somebody else. If the body's not there, then obviously it's him.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't make sense because it's been 10 years. But anyways, so they go to find the body, and I find it very ironic when they mention the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Because Tom Atkins was in Halloween 3, and what do they refer to Michael Myers as?
You can't kill the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
I
kill
found
the
that
boogeyman.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to
A great horror character.
and a great Ice Nine Kills song.
Oh yeah.
No comment. Anyways,
Hands of fate.
so then
Flashback to
we
our
see
Silver Screen review.
that
Shut up.
the body is gone, so they don't know what the fuck happened. So now Tom is at the police station and he's getting questioned by Axel, and Axel is just getting annoyed as fuck, and he's asking like questions that have nothing to do with like the murders or anything. He's just pissed off that he's there and Sarah still loves him and this, that, and the other. So he's showing off his ego and acting all big, buff, and macho. And then he tries to fight Tom, and it's oh fuck. I just don't like Axel. He's just annoying as shit. But yeah, that is the second part of the movie. If anyone wants to add a comment or anything that you noticed.
No,
Julian, you look like you have something you want to say.
I really don't. I just.
It was kind of smooth though. How he made it seem like he didn't do it, but in reality, he actually did it.
Oh, that motherfucker did it.
Trying to act all innocent.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Now we are on the third part of the film. So, there were, when Tom goes back to the mine the first time, this is not the part that's closed off. He sees the part that's closed off, but he doesn't go in there. He goes back to the mine, and this time he goes to the part that's closed off. And the part that was closed off is the same part from the very beginning of the film. Julian, what?
Sorry, my System of a Down top 10 favorite songs just hit 1,000 views.
Oh shit.
That
Okay.
was my first time.
Congrats, man.
So
Making moves, bitch.
we see the
Making
pills again.
moves.
We don't know what they are. We don't know what they do.
No,
But
you know.
I kind of was getting suspicious because right after he takes the pills, who does he see up in the trees? Harry.
Cool.
My
And
dad.
This part was fucking weird. I don't know if anybody else notices.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what
So
you're
he's
talking
holding
about.
the flashlight, right?
Yep.
And at the
No,
entrance of the mine, he sees Harry with the light, and he's like, "Fuck, I don't want to be seen." So he fucking hides the light of the flashlight, but yet he's still standing in light.
Yeah.
There's light coming from the entrance.
Yep.
Fucking
So,
yes.
so Tom tries to, I guess, catch him. And he finds that house. Oh, I forgot to fucking mention that. So in the very beginning, there's a house, and Axel is there with Megan, who is the woman from the beginning, who is drinking the milkshake, and they were having an affair. And
Oh, yeah.
she gives him chocolates and whatever, and we find out she's pregnant with his child. And his face was just like, oh, I really fucked up. But Tom finds that house. He goes in, and he sees it. He sees everything. He sees that there's chocolates. He sees all of it. I lost where I was in my notes. Okay. So then the next scene, we cut to another house that we have seen before. And this is Ben's house. And immediately, he's drunk. He's got a gun next to him. You know he's going to die. You don't know how, but you know he's going to die.
Oh,
It's that sign. You get that feeling.
So, personally, I thought that this was not the best, but it was definitely one of them. Give me 1 second. My phone is dying, and I have to flip.
1-0. 1 second is up.
Well, fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Anyways.
Fucking-
Julian, I've always said that, you know it.
I know, but it's painful.
So,
Shay.
it was definitely one of them. Definitely not the best, but it was one of them. So basically, Harry hits him with the pickaxe in the back, and then tries to hit him again, but it gets stuck in the ground. Now, Harry doesn't try to pick it back up. He just takes Ben and literally shoves his entire fucking head on the pickaxe. And it was just brutal as shit. And honestly,
Oh boy.
what I've learned is that no Ben is fucking safe. Okay? Uncle Ben from Spider-Man 1, dead.
Dead.
Uncle Ben from Amazing Spider-Man 1, dead. This Ben, hella dead.
Why is it Ben, like, everyone named Ben has bad luck?
Ben
I
10's
don't know.
career.
Right.
Ben 10's career. Dead.
Oof.
God motherfucking damn it. Anyways.
Said that right.
Sorry, Ben. You're a cartoon. Why am I apologizing?
Oh, okay.
No,
So it's just I can't remember exactly what the scene was. But Axel was just really awful to Sarah. Just like really fucking awful to her. And then okay, so this next part we are at the grocery store with Sarah and Megan, and you just know some shit is about to go down. What'd you say, Jaden?
I already know what happened. Go ahead, you can talk about it.
Okay. But you just know some shit is about to go down. You don't know if people are gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're
You
gonna
just-
hurt.
Yeah.
But you know some
Yeah.
shit is about to go down.
Oh, here we go.
So then they're talking, whatnot, and Sarah, they were talking about Axel and Tom, and Megan starts to act really weird when talking about Axel. And Sarah kind of gets a little suspicious, and before she could even do anything or say anything, they heard a noise. So they stick together, which was good. That's what you should do in a horror movie, first of all. Take notes if you're ever in a horror movie. Stick the fuck together.
Ooh, scary film.
I mean, I could say the 3 rules if we
Scary
really wanted
film.
to get into it.
Scary movie film.
What is your top 3 things not to do in a horror movie?
Okay. I learned it from the best. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Do not drink or do drugs. Do not have sex. And never, under any circumstances, say you will be back. Because chances are
You won't.
be back.
You will not be back.
No,
We miss
you will
Randy.
never be back.
I'll miss you.
Alright,
No.
All right.
I'll be back. No, you won't.
Um.
The Terminator said that, and he fucking dies after saying that.
Yeah. You
That'd
should
be,
watch
that'd be a new twist to the Terminator movies. Just Arnold gets one movie.
I'll be
Um,
back. But this will be the
Okay,
last.
so they do stick together, which again, that's nice. That's something that you should do in a horror movie.
Oh.
And they go to the front, and they're looking at the door, and they're like, "Hello." Well, what's something
Hi.
you would have done next? Run out the front fucking door. What did they not do? That.
Hello?
We're walking around the store.
Ah.
No, this is nice. What the fuck?
So then they're walking around together trying to figure out what the noise was, whatever. And then Megan's dumbass goes, "There's nobody here." Are you fucking sure
my-
about that?
Oh, the right. This is one thing that really pissed me off about this movie. The fucking writing.
Yeah.
So
Um.
stereotypical horror movie shit. It's just like,
mhm.
I guess nobody's here. Howdy, howdy, huh.
Oh, you're all wrong, Pete.
Whackity schmackity doo. I'm leaving.
So
Bye.
they're
Next
running.
thing.
So they're running, and when it comes to Harry and Sarah, when Sarah's trying to run away, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but the way that she ran before she tripped was so bad. you could tell that she wasn't really trying to run because of the actress. Because it was just not good acting, is what it was. The running, not very good. It was like very delayed. It was just so bad. And then her and Megan reunite, and they're in the back office, and they push the filing cabinet down. And then they push the desk in front of the door as if this man does not have a pickaxe and the door isn't wood. Have you not seen The Shining?
Serious?
Here's Johnny, motherfucker.
Yeah, serious.
Seriously.
Anyways, so Megan's trying to find the key to open I don't know exactly what the word is, but there's basically like a lock in front of the window. So she's trying to unlock that so she can get out and get help. And she unlocks it, and you're just like, she's fucking dead. She is so fucking dead.
I fucking hate this movie.
And then as soon as she's pulled out by Harry, Harry comes back in, or tries to at least, and she presses the fucking button.
Indeed.
Where were you earlier? The button was there the whole fucking time. And then Axel shows up way too fucking quickly, first of all. Like, suspiciously quickly. Like, he's just there immediately.
Like, hey guys, here.
Like, all right, cool. And we see that Megan is dead. They go to try to find Megan's body to see if she's actually dead, and she is. And if you remember from the beginning, with the card,
Yep.
it said, "Be mine forever," and it was the same exact thing that was written with her blood above her corpse. Yeah. So Sarah's in the back of an ambulance, and they're talking. And Sarah basically knows. She's basically telling Axel, like, yeah, I know that you were hooking up with Megan and whatnot. But yeah, that is the third part of the film. If anyone has anything to add.
Just
Nope.
Why is it always me talking in these episodes? I feel so bad.
don't feel bad at all. Like this, I enjoy this. Like we're just like you're the most knowledgeable about movies, and we're learning more stuff every single time we do these. And so I'm happy for this. But I will say something. Whoever wrote this shitty remake,
shame on you. I don't even
They need to go back to English class.
I think it's a reboot. I think it's what they're trying to do now, like with Halloween. That's what I think that.
oh, like they're like giving it a new thing.
Yeah.
And wait, Josh, you're muted if you were saying something.
Bitch.
No, I was saying they need to go back to like directing class or writing class. Like literally.
Learn to write a horror film.
Yeah.
Like scare us. Like learn how to scare us in a movie.
Exactly.
All right.
Boom.
Watch The Shining.
There.
The movie
Yes.
wasn't scary. What do you mean?
Whoever wrote that, at
movie
least
wasn't
learn to
scary.
scare us.
For some
That's
future
called Stephen King.
writers/directors.
You
Here's
You
some
want to know
advice.
just a book?
Don't get the
Here's some
book.
advice for you
Stephen
future
King
writers and
wrote that
directors.
bitch.
Okay.
I know it's Stephen King. I love Stephen King.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
As I
now
was
we're
saying.
Wait,
Ooh,
wait,
ooh.
carry on. Josh, you were
I'm
saying something.
that for future directors, writers, if you want to work in the movie
Okay.
business, don't be like this.
I'm just Maddie.
Okay.
Continue.
We are now on the final section of the
Thank
movie.
God.
Thank the Lord.
We are now back at Sarah and Axel's house, and we see that Harry kills the nanny. We don't see how she dies. We just know that she's hella dead.
Did
I mean, I
he
guess
killed
I could
by
say
pulling her jaw out? Like he had the axe was on the floor, and then he's like put her head towards it. That's how.
no. That was
Was
Ben.
that a different?
That was Ben.
Oh,
That was Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could say how she dies because it. Yeah. Basically, she is in the dryer, I believe.
Yeah, she was in the dryer.
I think that was the best one, personally. That was one of my favorites. Because it was just, like, off camera, and you didn't see it, and you saw this mutilated corpse. I thought it was cool anyways. I'm so desensitized to all this. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So then the cop, and I'm going to call him Sheriff Burke because that's just what we know him as. Sheriff Burke, go looking in the house because they know he's here. What?
There we go. Just
okay.
Yeah. What's another rule in the horror movies? Don't go in the house.
Again,
Exactly.
Both are very much going to die. If
Also,
it's not one, it's both.
That's gonna be both.
Just what it is. The kills are brutal and intense. I mean, like I said, with the nanny being in the dryer, yeah, Jesus Christ.
I don't know watch it.
So now we're in the part where, like the original, the two main male characters are very suspicious. So you don't really know who the killer is. It's either Tom or it's Axel. We really don't know exactly who at this point. So with the original film, the roles are definitely reversed. So Sarah's boyfriend in the original, again, if you haven't seen it, I'm about to spoil it for you. So
spoil it, fuck him.
Sarah's boyfriend in the original film ends up being the killer.
Yeah.
Whereas her ex is not the killer. But in the original film, they make it seem like her ex is actually the killer. So, yeah. So then Tom gets a hold of Sarah. He picks her up. He's trying to show her the house. But she just wants to go home to her son. And then Axel calls her, and she's like pretending it's her mother. And obviously Tom knows it's not her mom. So then Axel reveals that Tom was in a mental hospital. Doesn't really know for what. He just says that he was institutionalized. He just was in a mental hospital. And oh, dear God, this scene when they crashed the car. Did anyone notice the skipping of the tree branch? How we saw it go into the car twice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the 3D effect looking bad without 3D. And that's the thing that hurts this film is I feel like it would be great with 3D, but you can't watch it without it being in 3D.
Exactly.
Seriously, I'm just gonna say this right now. If the production was at least good.
They need to work on that.
The thing too is that like a lot of 2009 films kind of have the same cinematography, so I will at least give that movie that.
This movie has the same cinematography as I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
I never saw those.
Don't see those movies.
I heard they're bad, so I never wanted to.
The first I Know What You Did Last Summer is good. The third one, stay the fuck away from. Is that
the Amazon Prime one?
Let me fucking hold on.
Because I know Amazon Prime tried to do another one, and people were like, "Don't fucking watch that." And I was like, "I didn't even watch the other one, so okay."
Always Know What You Did Last Summer. 2006 film. Yeah, this was. Fucking,
oh, if it was in 2006, then definitely not.
Move on.
Okay. I'm trying to find my notes. So Sarah runs out of the car and she runs to Axel's father's house. Now, the thing that really annoyed me too is when we cut back to Axel in his car, he has the phone in his hand and he takes like 2 seconds to longer than it should to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Like, why? Your wife is literally in danger and you take that long to answer the phone? Jesus Christ. So then Sarah gets in the house and she's looking around for a weapon and she sees that the picture of her and Tom are there at the house. And then when she's looking for a weapon, because at this point she thinks it's her husband,
Right.
she opens up a cabinet, and all the boxes that would hold the chocolates, the heart-shaped chocolate boxes, just
Sink
fall
that part.
out.
Sink that part too.
Yeah. So she starts freaking out, and then Harry gets in the house. I shouldn't even say it's Harry, because at this point it's either Axel or Tom.
Asshole.
So I'll say the killer, because at this point
Asshole.
we don't officially know.
Asshole.
Asshole.
Cornholio.
So she gets out of the house. And the thing I do like about it is that they gave her the ability to fight back. I do like that the writing at least gave her that, because most movies wouldn't.
Yeah.
But this one did, and I enjoyed that at least. So, okay. So then Sarah runs to the mine, and again, if you haven't seen the original film, you won't know this, but this was definitely a callback to the original film. And it's when Sarah is running by the lockers, trying to find anything, trying to get out, just anything. And the gas masks and the clothes start to fall. And that was actually seen in the original film. So then she runs into the actual mines, and Axel and Tom are both there, and she just does not know who to trust. She has a gun in her hand. She doesn't know who the fuck to trust. She doesn't know what to do. So Axel is like, just shoot us both, because if you shoot me, you'll still be with the killer, and you won't know it. But if you shoot us both, then you'll be fine. And so Tom starts talking to her, and he pretty much gave himself away as being the killer, because he starts talking about Megan, and she's like, I didn't tell you about Megan. And he's like, yes, you did. And she's like, no, I didn't. How did you know what the message was in the card? And then he starts to see Harry, which we find out is all an illusion. It's not real. It's made up in his head. And this part is still kind of confusing. Is how did he even become the killer in the first place? Because in the original film, Sarah's boyfriend gets traumatized because Harry Warden kills his father.
Yeah.
So then he goes literally insane and wants revenge. But we don't really get an answer as to why Tom killed everyone. I don't know if it's to protect Sarah, to hurt those that have hurt her or him. Like, I don't know at all. And they kind of make it seem like Harry possessed his body and some shit like that. And then Axel and Tom start to fight, of course. And Axel gets almost killed, but honestly, I didn't feel bad. He kind of had it coming for the shit that he did to Sarah and being just an overall asshole. So Sarah shoots Tom. It goes right through him and hits the gas. Now, with all that pressure in the mine, I think that contributed to it, and also the fact that it was a bullet and the gunpowder in the bullet probably caused the explosion. So we see Tom come face to face with someone that's trying to help him out, to rescue him, because he's still alive. And we just see him slowly start to grab the pickaxe, and he smashes it right in the dude's face. And again, that 3D effect, if we were watching it in 3D, this would be a totally different fucking story. It would probably be great, but it wasn't in 3D. So then we see, Axel talking to Sarah and to his partner. And then we see that Tom makes it out. And this is what I believe. I believe that scene was meant to be a build-up for a sequel. That there was going to be a follow-up. Obviously, there's not. But I believe that was what they were trying to do, and that's basically where it ends.
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
Right.
If anyone wants to add anything before we get into our ratings and recommendations, and why we're giving it a rating, we're giving it. Speak now, forever hold your fucking peace.
That was a movie film that existed.
That simply existed. All right. So now we are going to do our recommendations. We're going to do a thumbs up, thumbs down, if we recommend the film or not. 1, 2, 3.
3. Oh, Julian.
You can't. You have to do. It's either thumbs up or thumbs down.
I have a reason why I'll just give this.
Nah, fuck it, screw it.
Me and Jaden are the only ones. All right.
I can't see Josh's reaction.
Josh put a thumbs down. So me and you were the only ones that did a thumbs up. So, Jason, what do you give this rating?
If you're someone that is not scared of blood or horror movies, totally not shots fired.
Fucked up.
I'll
That
give
feels
this
like shots fired.
5. Oh, totally not.
Poor AJ. Poor AJ.
All right. Why do you give it the rating you give it?
It's not really too scary.
Okay.
Josh, what rating do you give it?
I'm gonna go 1 up Jason. I have to be a little nice here. Maybe sometimes, but
I know it's fucking difficult for you.
it's not difficult. Well, no, maybe it is. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Canada. Anyways.
Canada.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Why do you give it a 6 out of 10?
Well, I thought, like Jason said, it could have been more scarier than, just being a freaking remake of a movie that already existed.
I don't think it's a remake. I think it's more of a reboot.
Reboot or whatever movie it is.
Movie film.
But I thought the writing could have been better. Like, whoever the writers were, you must have been sleeping back there while production was doing their job the right way.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll change mine to a 6 too.
And we'll go with the next negative. Julian.
Fuck this movie. This movie gets this movie gets a 4 out of 10.
Why do you give it that rating?
Here's my reason why I hated it so much. The fucking just so much that I fucking hated about it.
Okay, is he gonna abuse his
If
chair?
you hate this movie so much, why do you watch?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking hear it. Let me talk. Just the very obvious, they're obviously gonna die scenes. The gore, I feel like the gore was there just for the sake of being gory. The writing was terrible. The 3D effects ruined the entire fucking movie. Just the acting was not that fucking good.
Yes. Where did you find these actors?
Whoa. Don't you be slandering my man Jensen Ackles and Tom
I'm not bashing Jensen Ackles. I love Jensen Ackles. But the rest, go fuck. Man.
Even Tom Atkins himself?
I didn't even think Tom Atkins did that good in this movie.
All right.
And also not fucking scary. So, yeah. Fuck this fucking remake or reboot or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Ooh, are you gonna abuse your chair?
That recommended it. I want to know your rating and why you're giving it the rating you're giving it. I love that number.
He's eating something.
No.
Okay, we'll watch him eat.
This is a silent ASMR.
Right.
I'm done now.
Okay.
I'm done now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give this movie a 7 out of 10. I only liked it the parts where how everybody got killed, and I really didn't like the part how the tree skipped a little bit. I'll recommend it for
started
people
good
who
for
like.
me.
The movie's all right though. I'll recommend it to someone who likes people getting killed in movies, who's into that stuff.
AKA Maddie.
Okay,
AKA America.
you're right. But
AKA
anyway,
America.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to also agree with Jaden on this one. I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10 as well. I give it that just based on the fact that some of the writing wasn't good. Some of the acting as well just wasn't the best. Again, I love Jensen Ackles, and I think the actor that played Axel did really well because obviously you're not meant to like the character. It's kind of like John Walker in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You're not meant to like.
That's
the character.
true. That's true.
So he did a really good job on that.
That's the only good acting I saw.
I just, again, with the 3D effects, it make or breaks a film, and I bring up Saw 3D once again. And even the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, like, the effects weren't that
Was it
bad.
3D of that?
The movie was trash. But the
The new one?
cinematography...
What?
No. This was like... We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, because I don't remember that.
Trust me, a lot of people don't. It was that bad.
Okay.
But again, like Jaden said, if you really like just watching people get killed, this is definitely a movie for you. I definitely think that when watching My Bloody Valentine, you should watch this movie, because both are different in their own ways. Like I said,
Right.
like they both have a different twist, and that's something that I enjoyed.
The original's better.
I agree, the original is definitely better.
You know, it sure is.
But when it comes to remakes, a lot of them, and the reason I don't like when movies claim to be remakes when they're actually reboots is because they try to make it seem like they're going the same direction as the
When they're
original
not.
film, and then just like completely don't, and they change details and everything like that. Again, that is a reboot, not a remake, a reboot. So I believe that they called this a reboot. I don't think they called it a remake. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I do think that they called it a reboot instead of a remake. But, and I said this when talking earlier about a certain kill, but this movie just reminded me of Halloween Kills. Like, it was just more based off the kills than the story.
Halloween Kills.
And I gave Halloween Kills the same rating, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's
like
why I
Halloween
recommended
Kills
this film, is because if you do like just watching people get killed and you like brutal kills, this is definitely the movie for you. If you liked My Bloody Valentine, then watch this, because it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
It started out good for me, at least.
So, yeah.
I like to deliver it to hell.
Then we will do outros.
Wait,
Yes.
You had something to say, Josh? Before?
Yeah. What I was saying, I wanted to add on what Maddie said about Halloween Kills. When I saw the movie in the theaters, if you're a fan of like the franchise, and if you're like saying this is the movie, you know, it's gonna lead up into the next story, and then it's gonna lead up and so and so. I thought the movie didn't lead up into anything. All it was just Laurie Strode complaining. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill him. She didn't do none of that.
I have to disagree with that, because it's basically a filler movie. That's what a lot of trilogies are.
Anyway,
the writing wasn't great, but the kills were great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The kills in both of these films were great, but the writing, the plot, it was just not good. But I did read upon what they're doing with Halloween Ends, which they better fucking leave it alone after that. Jesus Christ. Anyways, outros.
Yes.
I'll go
Julian, what did
first.
you have to say?
I was going to go first.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for watching this lovely episode of the Cinematic Analysis, where we review this shitty fucking movie, My Bloody Valentine 2009.
With the lowest energy ever.
Yeah, that's because
Jeez.
that's what this movie gave me.
Jaden, jeez.
Here's the thing: if you are a fan of My Bloody Valentine, don't fucking watch this. If you're a horror movie fan, I know you haven't fucking watched this. So, also, to the actors, it's nothing against you. I just think you guys were given something that ended up not making fucking sense. Whoever wrote this can go fuck themselves. Um, and hands down, one of the worst horror movies I've seen in a long time. I don't even make fun of me all you want in the comments. I don't fucking care. Come at me. Jason, I'm gonna come over there and kick your ass.
When?
And also, just fuck 3D. Just fuck 3D. And also, find me on
3D.
Instagram, Heavy Metal Joker _ music, TikTok, Heavy Metal Joker,
Man,
yada yada. Album reviews, list them off. Yay. Just
Fringe.
All right, Josh.
go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
where did time fucking go?
Bye, Julian.
Bye, Julian.
He's gonna go sleep.
I
Anyways,
knew it.
okay, what the fuck just happened here? Anyways, we're in what stage? God, it's fucking long as shit. Just kidding. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. The #1 movie podcast out there. I will say that the Cinematic Analysis podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed our review of the fucking 3D My Bloody Valentine.
The
3D.
The fucking My 3D. Oh, wow. Okay.
No, because where were the
Gee.
3D glasses to, stupid? Oh wait, we can't watch it because it's not
Forever gone.
Anyways, tell us in the comments if you saw this movie. What did you guys think? And
Which I know a lot of people haven't.
Maybe. Anyhow, Julian is somehow still there with his screen looking like I don't back.
Staying alive. What happened, Maddie? Let me see this.
Anyway,
Just
Kevin.
Go look at Kevin's new post.
anyways, follow
Shout out to
all
Kevin.
of these amazing people on their social medias. Definitely check out me on Twitch as well as Madi on Twitch down below. Definitely go support Julian's IGTV content. It's fire.
Julian.
And yeah, I'm losing my mind because I'm literally fucking tired as shit. But
We
thanks
did
for
it.
staying with us. Once this episode's up, we'll see you guys in our next episode. Rock on,
Ooh.
keep moshing,
The next
keep living
episode.
like a movie star, and keep crashing and burning. The assassin is out.
Ass in.
Fuck off. Okay, that's it. Come here!
Okay.
Not physically. Go do you. Anyway, I'm out.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Cinematic Fucking Analysis.
Shout out to
Fucking-
AJ. Don't forget.
We hope you all enjoyed our review on My Bloody Valentine 2009. And yeah, you can check us out on Cast Mosh.
Huh?
And you can check us out on the Burn and Crash Wrestling Podcast.
Are you having a stroke?
Trying to understand that.
I said, Maddie, go to the comments of that post.
So, thank you for watching. America, and keep watching movies.
Thanks.
All right, Jaden.
Jaden.
Well, this movie was alright. I only really like the kills anyway, but you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is in the description of this video, and follow me on Instagram at __Jaden, and also catch me on Crash and Burn and the Moshcast, and follow me on TikTok at Jake314.
Yeah, the Moshcast.
Moshcast.
According to the TikTok guy.
Hey, TikTok, go fuck yourself.
Hey, TikTok, learn how to freaking correct shit.
We have one more person that needs to go for the outro. Maddie, right ahead.
Maddie,
Hello,
end it
it's
off.
me. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Jason.
Aw.
Sweet Julian sad
Anyways,
again.
you close it out.
Sorry, Julian.
Hey, I need a hug. Hey, I need a hug.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you, Julian. With our fucking chaotic asses.
Yep.
I had a fun time watching this again. I really love horror movies. Anyone that knows me knows this. They bring me joy. I don't know why. They just do.
Just the thought of killing people just brings you joy.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it all.
Don't let my
That's kinda what
therapist see
you're
this
saying.
episode. Fuck.
You're welcome.
No one heard what I said. Probably for the best.
What?
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you after we record.
Okay.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun recording and reviewing this. Again, I'm sorry that I talked a lot. I'm just really passionate about horror movies.
No, you're fine. You're the host of this shit. So
Yes.
July and
Yes.
October. I'm
July.
gonna apologize in advance. Anyways.
Yeah, in the month of July.
Julian.
Julian.
Anyways, our next movie.
Oh,
Drum roll, please.
or how about?
Is Gratitude.
Yes.
That's right. We are starting Pixar month.
And the watch-alongs are back.
Yes, watch alongs are back. Also, I just realized I didn't say where the fuck you can find me. That would not help. You can find me obviously here. You can find me at the
Where
Moshcast.
do they find you?
Where can Maddie
Also-
find herself?
I don't know. That's a conversation with my therapist.
Oh, whoa.
Hello, therapists out there.
I'm sorry. I'm hilarious. Julian.
Jesus, stop putting your face close to the
Hey,
camera.
Jaden, I'm not gonna help her.
Anyways,
Jason, you need help.
again, that's a conversation.
Again, that's a conversation we'll have you
Yeah, you can find me on the Moshcast, and you can find me on Instagram at Bill Mertooth, and TikTok at Bill Mertooth, and Twitch at Bill Mertooth. Of course, naturally. I was gonna say something else and then I fucking forgot. God fucking damn it. Anyways, we will be reviewing one of my favorite bands on the Moshcast next Thursday. And what album is that?
Disgusting by Beartooth.
Disgusting by Beartooth.
But after that, we're diving back to deathcore with Lorna Shore.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
My ears. Whoa.
Oh, now America.
Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for coming to the shit show that this was. I appreciate it.
Keep living life.
We're like
You watching movie film.
We're gonna get the fuck out of here now. Goodbye.
Fuck you.
plus.